go see the Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras!
Hey! Happy Mardi Gras!
Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Parade Route. Kirk, you better be on your best behavior because we have two past royalty and a current royalty here from the crew of Selene. Good evening, ladies.
Thank you. Good evening.
So tell us a little bit, for starters, how did the parade come to be?
From what I understand, I have not been in the whole time, but from what I understand, it was just a group of ladies that got together and wanted, back in 1998, that wanted to start a new crew, all female, in Slidell. And two of the ladies, they owned a restaurant, or one of them owned a restaurant out in Slidell, and her sister and her kids, and they all just formed the crew of Selene, and that's how it started back in 1998.
Was the parade always a parading parade? Did y'all start with a ball or?
No, it's always been parading.
Nice.
So we are in our 24th year this year and getting ready to celebrate 25. We're already looking to 25 next year.
Yeah.
So we're already planning and all that for next year.
Disregarding your whole reign already.
Oh, no, I'm part of the 25.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I may not be Queen 25, but I'll be part of the planning for it.
Oh,
so,
yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So.
As we entered there, we mentioned that we have two past royalty and we have the current royalty here. Tell us which Queen Selene each of you are.
I was Queen Selene 16 in 2014. And first try and just pulled my name and I was like, oh, look at me, I'm queen now. So we do our royalty. The dukes are selected. The dukes put in their name to be a duke. And then what they end up doing is they pull a name of all the ladies that put their names in. It's just a drawing. If, you want to be queen, you can put your name in. So, and it's $100. You can put your name in 5 times, so up to 5 times. So they put their name in, and then the guy that pulls his card to be king, then he pulls the card for the queen. So that's how it works. And you could have 1 chance, 5 chances, whatever. So that's how they do it.
So you're an all-female crew, but does the king ride with you and the dukes as well?
Yes.
Or is it only
he
the
gets
ladies?
his own float.
They have their own float.
She's like that. And they're behind the queen.
They're behind me, so.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
nice.
behind. So.
Properly done.
So yeah, they're just kind of there, eye candy, I guess. I don't know.
And they're all wearing tuxes, so it's very formal.
Yes, we're very formal.
But they're still throwing, they're still having a good time. And then she's Queen 22.
I'm Queen 22, and I guess if you want to say 23,
She's
because of
the pandemic
COVID,
queen.
I put my name in 4 times until I was chosen. So I wasn't the lucky one and done like them.
Yeah.
And then I was crowned in 2019, I rode in 2020, and then everything shut down for COVID. And so we still had meetings when we could. And, I just still wore my crown, and no one told me to take it off for our 23rd year. We didn't ride.
She still wears a crown. Don't let her fool you.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I ask all the royalty that ever show up, like the current, so have you been wearing that around the house lately? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like cooking eggs in the morning.
Going to the grocery.
Taking a bath.
Yeah.
It's on. Yeah.
doing the dishes.
Doing the dishes. Walking around the neighborhood. Is it your birthday? No, I'm a queen. Yeah, I'm a queen. That's right.
So, what are some of the responsibilities of a queen of Selene?
Well, they are, one of the main things is, of course, they are front and center for just about everything that we do. The only real thing that they are required to do is, first of all, behave themselves. And second of all, they're supposed to have a party, honoring their queendom. But other than that, we don't have a big responsibility because they're crowned at our coronation. So it's all in one. We do the coronation and they put their names in, like I said before. So it's all done in one night. I know some of the crews have a coronation, then they have something else, and then they have something else. So, but we do all of ours at one sitting, so to speak. So.
Is that so? Your coronation and your, I guess,
Ball, yeah.
All that's joined
All
together?
in one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What do y'all do? What sort of ball is it? Is it more traditional, or it seems like y'all are a fun group? So I don't know.
It's not real traditional.
Traditional in the sense that we have a tableau.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have a whole production, I guess. And
Right.
it's very formal. You introduce all the dukes. We introduce our float lieutenants, our officers, and then, the king is picked from those dukes. And then all the women who put their name in for queen, they're all introduced, and then the queen is picked. And after that, then we party.
Yeah.
Non-traditionally.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I told y'all before the show, I wasn't a big fan of like the real hard, old school tableau balls, but I do appreciate that tradition, to where,
Right.
I think it should be kept. I think it should remain formal, that kind of thing. But as far as sitting there in a stuffy room with a bunch of old white guys,
No.
Not your cup of tea.
nah,
No,
not
we've
my
had we've always had our balls down. Well, they from my time frame, because I didn't come in until 2009. But we always, had our balls in that downtown in the city. Then last year we couldn't, and then we still weren't sure what we were going to be able to do. And since you always have to plan a year ahead, we had already booked to have our ball at the Castine Center in Mandeville for this year. So, and it was, it wasn't something that we were used to, but we made it work, and it was fun. We have a new group of officers in the crew this year, and so we just did some different things, and then next year for the 25th, we're going big and bold again. So,
So we have 130 new members.
about that, we had
Something close to that.
132 members, and about 100 of them had never even ridden before.
That's
They
amazing.
signed up last year. Well, some of them signed up last
Yeah.
year, and then we didn't ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we ended up doing is just rolling over their dues. And then, so they were able to ride again. And I mean, some of them are there just raring to go. So, and then we picked up about 30 more just in the last year. So, and then the numbers are going to start growing for
So
next
how many
year.
you figure you're gonna go with on parade day this year?
I think it's 335 or 340.
345.
That's a good number.
345, which is good because
Yeah.
last few years it wasn't that high. Now in its heyday they were 700
Oh
strong,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then I think after Katrina, that knocked it down a little bit. And we had a couple lean years when it was like they said we had 250, but I don't think we had 250. But like anybody, oh yeah, we have all these people, but this year, we've really grown. We've really
That's good.
grown, and we expect to grow even more next year.
So y'all's parade is this coming Friday evening?
Yes,
Yes.
we parade on Friday. We pull out from Fritchie Park off of Spartan Drive.
Mhm.
We go down Pontchartrain Boulevard, turn right onto Front Street, and then turn right again on Gauze and disband at the Rouse's.
Yeah.
Gauze, yeah. Traditional Slidell route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen any kind of uptick with with Poseidon kind of getting a good crowd out there? You felt it more with your parade as well?
For sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Slidell needed to come back. It
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah, we lost 2 crews, but they were smaller crews
Sure.
that just couldn't get the membership up. But they were saying the other night in Titans that in some places it was 20 deep.
Really.
So we had they said it was a really good crowd. So and Selene usually brings a good crowd too, because there's nothing else going on.
Last
The Mandeville parades are done. So we're the only ones, and a lot of people just don't want to go in the city anymore. So they come to Selena's their big day. So now they'll be out there all day, parked along the street, and all that stuff. So
How many floats are y'all riding with this year?
We have 19.
19? Okay. That's a pretty good number.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
What's some of the marching groups that y'all have marching with y'all?
We do have the Mandy Milkshakers. Super excited for them. They look like so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
they're
are.
a blast.
Yeah.
They're a
Absolutely
blast.
are.
Also, NOLA Nightlights, the hula hoops.
Uh-huh.
They look fun.
Yeah.
I've only seen them like maybe once or twice, so I'm excited to, see what other people think. We also have, a bunch of high schools. I know we have a bunch of dance groups as well, too.
Yeah, I saw
Local.
the list of the high schools. It looks like y'all have pretty much all the North
Quite
Shore
a
high
few,
schools,
yes.
or high schools, and I guess some of the middle schools as well covered.
We have one middle school,
Yeah.
yes, but mostly high schools, because of at night, probably.
Yeah.
Little middle schools probably don't want to march at night, which is fine.
And our other problem is because of the bigger bands are all going to be in the city. They don't want to come to Slidell and give up that.
Yeah, but
That
still, y'all
paycheck.
have some
Oh, we
really
do.
great
We do.
bands up there.
I remember one year we were riding and a band got there late and they pulled in after us. And I was in the back and I'm looking, I'm throwing in whatever. And there was no band back there. And then all of a sudden I looked and there's a band behind me. And they were awesome. They were from Baton Rouge or something. They had come late, so they fed them in onto the route. I'm like, where did that band come from? And oh my God, they were so good. So, they it's just fun.
Want to get them again?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know who it was, but it was pretty good.
I don't think we have it
Years
in
ago,
here,
if-
so.
I was in Little Rascal as a little kid, and they used to always have a Saints player on each float. Well, I had Ricky Jackson right next to me,
Oh, wow.
and we didn't have a band behind us. So he yells down to somebody. He's like, "Yeah, I got some music coming," and all of a sudden, St. Aug follows in behind us, and this is
That's awesome.
Little
That's
Rascals.
awesome. Oh, my God.
It wasn't even on Veterans yet. This was tracing through the neighborhood.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like,
That's amazing.
Oh my God! And that was when St. Aug was really huge. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they've slimmed down over the years, or other people have kind of caught up. But,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was so I know exactly that feeling
Yeah.
you're talking
Yes.
about.
Where did that band come from? And they were so good. So we have that. We have ladies in waiting. We have maids, and so we do. I know you were talking earlier about the community outreach that we do. We have a float this year. We have for the past few years, and we pick a group that we decide we want to honor. This year it was supposed to be last year we were doing healthcare heroes, and so they're all nurses or
Well, they're
in the
still
healthcare
working hard.
field. Yes, and so they have their own float, and they're nominated. They're not members. They're nominated by members, and then they come on, and they get their own float. And so, but we do a lot of community service throughout the year too.
Something
Yeah.
that I've thought has been really amazing watching y'all's Facebook is for the past 2 weeks or so, every day you've basically been releasing a little piece of the puzzle of the traditional
Good.
That makes
bulletin.
you happy?
Yeah, I love seeing the bulletins. As you can see here, we've got a couple bulletins in here. Plus, in my house, I have a small collection of them as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Well, good
So
job, Dana.
yeah, I love seeing
Dana's
that.
our new publicity and media person, so she's really taken over the Facebook account and doing the website, and she's taken and run with it. She's got us all booked all week.
Yep.
And something else I saw is I believe it's y'all's title float this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this the first year that it's being released with the, for those of y'all who are watching, it's this beautiful woman's face with this beautiful mask, and it's all got fiber optics all through it. And
Yes.
from what I understood, it's got a 12-minute
12-minute
light
LED
display.
It's
It's got
beautiful.
Yeah.
her face.
It's beautiful. We went with a new float builder this year, and so when we saw that they were like, "Oh my God, that has to be it. That has to be. We got to have that." And it is. It's just beautiful, and we got a glimpse of what our floats are going to look like through Titans the other night. So, it's going to be a beautiful parade. I have no doubt it's going to be beautiful. I've never seen it from the ground, so I don't know.
As far as like floats this year, it feels like the year off really did a lot of good. Everything looks great.
Yes.
I mean, they just
Yes.
everything has been repainted and touched up, and like all the parades we've seen so far just look spectacular. Like they really rolled the red carpet out everyone so far. So
Oh yeah.
those float builders really. I mean, they
People-
had to. They
People
stayed
are
busy.
ready.
Yeah.
They're ready. You know, and so
We are ready.
yeah.
And
Right.
from what it looks like, y'all are using PFG
Yes.
for
Yes.
your floats.
Yes.
So yeah, they do really spectacular work.
He's all over.
Yeah.
I went with him to the den the first time, and I was just like overwhelmed. My brain was on overload. I'm like, oh, you can do this, and you can do this, and there's this float. And then we went to this den, and we went to another den. I'm like, oh my God, overload. But they're beautiful. They're just really going to be nice.
So I know that y'all do a special throw. You know that the popular thing is to have a decorated throw. You know, we've talked about it on several of our episodes. What's y'all's special decorated throw?
We do purses.
All right.
Purses, yes.
And unfortunately, we did not bring any tonight.
We were
but,
thinking, I don't
we
know.
have
We
pictures.
still believe.
Yeah.
We still believe you.
So we have, so everybody in the crew is encouraged to do purses. And it can be a simple, put a feather on it and call it a day, or it can be the paint transfers and just really intricate designs. And so it just kind of depends on your time and your skill level, but everybody pretty much does them. And then inside the purses, we have a tracker. So if you do get one in the crowd, there's going to be a tracker on where to go on Facebook, so you can put your picture with it and kind of say where you were in the parade and have, all the information there.
I think the number was 8,300 total
Purses?
purses that are
Wow.
going to go off.
Wow.
I know your float has like
That's
3,000.
news to me, but yeah,
Yeah.
It's in my phone. Somebody told me that. I was supposed to remember that and
Good
forgot
20 a
because they
person.
sent me
That's pretty
that.
good.
I know one rider alone said she had at least 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
That's all I'm
30.
throwing.
That's a lot.
I
Yeah.
have 32.
I have 30.
Mine are going to
That's
be
it.
the ones that people are coveting because, I only have 32.
Well, I've
I'm like,
seen
who
some
did
of the
this?
I've seen some of the pictures of the purses that y'all have done.
Oh yes,
And they are beautiful pieces of work.
They are.
And,
Yes.
one of the things that I always ask with the decorated throws, and I know that it is true with y'all, is decorating parties. That
Yeah.
it looks like it's not just like float by float or just like, Dana calling Margaret and being like, why don't you come over and decorate 2 or 3 purses with me? Those pictures where it looks like there's like 60 or 70 people in, like a VFW hall or some sort of a...
funny you should say that because that's where our party. He's been following us. Because
He
that's
does his
where that's where our purse parties have been. We've kind of hooked up with a VFW, or not VFW, but American Legion in Slidell, and we've partnered with them. They've been very generous to us. So we've been trying to patronize them, and we have our parties there, and we have our bunko. We had it there last year. We did a cornhole tournament with them. So they kind of joined forces with us, and we recruited some of them, which is always good. You can't walk in a room without somebody trying to recruit somebody.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be Duke.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be a Duke.
There was one fundraiser that I saw that y'all do that really intrigued me. The Mardi Gras Madness raffle. Tell me about this.
Okay.
So we've
You
done
take
it
that-
before, but it wasn't called Mardi Gras Madness yet. We did it in July.
Yeah, it was a
Firecracker Frenzy, that's what it was.
Okay.
So every day a winner's picked from the pick 3 lotto numbers. And we sell tickets with 3 numbers on them. And then whoever has that ticket wins whatever amount of money that is on for that day, that has been assigned that day. And some people have won $1,000 on a single
right.
day. So
Yeah, it's fun. You have we only sell
fun to
so
see
many.
every winners every day.
So we only sell 1,000 tickets, and and you can win again. You know, they might pull the same numbers again.
We've had
so,
the same people win a couple of times.
yeah.
Lucky ducks.
Yeah. So and it's fun because everybody was like tuned to the television going,
Yeah.
okay, what are the numbers tonight? And like at 10:05, she's posting, here's the winner, you know, because she was tracking that for us this year. So it's a very good fundraiser for us because we don't have to do anything but sell tickets.
What do you got to do, like a 50-50 or whatever? You're
No,
saying
you
buy
get
it.
you buy a ticket for $20,
Oh,
six
okay.
for $100, and then that number will correlate to the pick 3 that they pull for that day. So if the numbers are 365 and I have that ticket, I'm a winner. Some can be $50. The lowest is 50,
It's
right?
50 to 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a good fundraiser for us because, like I said, the only thing we have to do is sell the tickets, and then after that, it's just watching the pick 3 every night.
The fate of the lotto.
Yeah. So
Another
it's a
one
good
that
one.
really intrigued me was they did a shoe collection where I saw there was a big old mound of like garbage bags full of shoes. It was
Now that was work.
yeah.
That was a lot of work. 'Cause
Yeah, I can
was,
imagine chasing down all those people and taking their shoes.
I
That would be a
know.
lot of work.
On foot. She did it.
I know we did that, but no, I don't even remember the numbers of that. It was just a blur. We did.
A lot.
We did a lot. You had to collect the shoes, bag them up, check them, make sure they weren't, too badly messed up. And then we got money based on the number of pounds of shoes. Our payoff wasn't as great as we thought it was going to be, but it was money in the bank for us. So, but it was a lot of work. They ask us again, you gonna do shoe drive? No shoe drive. No.
Well,
Unless somebody wants to do it.
the number of shoes I
Oh,
actually
you know
had
that.
those numbers.
I think
Got
There was
number.
110 bags of shoes and 2,750 pair.
yes.
Which I mean, that's
Wow.
incredible numbers. That's super
We
incredible
had
numbers.
people. I mean, we had a bin outside of our president's husband has a print shop, so we just put a big what do I want to call
A
it?
big bin.
Thank you, bin. A big bin.
Where people could come and just put their shoes
Yeah,
on
we
Yeah.
Sunday.
And then
At any time of the day.
Yeah. And then last year for Parade Day, we did a thing. We did a drive-through. And if you brought shoes, then you got throws. So we did a drive-through and yeah, we did
Oh, like
that.
the Christmas parade and all that. What was the other one they did? Those drive-thrus? Yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of them we were trying to do something with that. So we were out there doing that, and we do a poker crawl, which is always a lot of fun. We did that in Old Town. And our scavenger hunt, the scavenger hunt is always fun. And we do that in Old Town as well. We try to keep the businesses alive in Old Town.
Yeah.
So the scavenger hunt is fun because they have to go in different establishments. The clues are some are kind of convoluted, some are easy, but most of them are kind of convoluted. And you got to go and do what it says. Like one of them was be a bartender or whatever. And then the axe throwing. We
Take
have
a
we
picture
have an
or a
axe
video.
throwing
Yeah.
place
Yeah.
in Slidell too. So we're moving up in the world with the
They
axe
just
throwing.
opened one. I work in Mandeville. They just opened one up over there too. I'm like, how popular is axe throwing?
Very.
Very popular.
It's crazy to me. Like,
It's so
where did
fun.
that come from?
I don't know, but have you been to it?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you went
it
there
looks
for your
like
brother's
fun.
birthday.
I'm not
It's
trying
so
to knock
fun.
it, but
Yeah.
it just surprises me that
Well, it's
Yeah.
just like
popping up all over the place.
it's just like like the virtual golf places and
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
to
Get one
where
of those
whatever
too.
room.
Yeah.
What are those rooms they lock you in?
Escape
Yeah,
room.
the escape room.
It seemed like those popped up
Anxiety.
everywhere too.
Oh God, no.
I'm not doing it.
No, that's not something I would do.
Not a good team
But
player.
what was it?
I will
One of
play
our
the game at home, but not at that
Yeah.
escape room.
one of our friends said nothing can go wrong with a sentence that starts with "Here, hold my beer while I throw an axe." So yeah, we're always looking for new and different things to do other than what the other people are doing. So, but we started the poker crawl, and those are through the bars through Old Town. We used to have the poker run, but that limits people. So, but this one, it's a good fundraiser, and everybody likes it, and the city likes us to be out there. So, it's good business for them too.
I really like how the North Shore, all across it between Mandeville and Slidell, they really seem to embrace their crews. Between the milkshakers and the
Lollipops.
The cherry chicks?
the parade the other day.
Oh, Poseidon?
Eve.
That one, Eve.
Eve.
Thank you.
What,
Jesus, totally escaping my mind.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're. Well, not only do the crews really support the community, it seems like the community really supports the crews as well.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't feel like that as much in that area as much as there's a lot of, I don't want to sound bad about anything, but there's a lot of crews that support Mardi Gras, especially along the routes and everything. But it doesn't feel like so much of a, just everybody chipping in sort of feel as Mandeville and Slidell do as of late,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a different crowd, and I just like, we were out there all just like being downtown, but a lot of people don't want to go downtown anymore. So this is their family, this is their Mardi Gras. So it's good for us too, because then, the kids get what they need, and so it's good. I mean, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So we mentioned one of the throws that y'all do, the decorated purses. What's some of the other things that people are going to be catching off of the floats?
Funny, you should ask that.
Fine china.
Fine china.
Yeah?
This one, it's not dated, so you can use it year round. We have this wand, which is, light up wand. Does that. We have these lovely headbands that light up. We do a lot of light ups because it's night.
Yeah.
We have some plush lips. New one this year.
This is
fans,
awesome.
Ooh.
And it says Selene on it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
How
real
cool is
cool.
this? And there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Does it have a 12-minute
No, it doesn't have
I
a minute. And then in my little bag of goodies here, we have our standard footballs
Great job.
and koozies. Can't have too many koozies in your life. And then our signature throw for Selene. Our medallions. And I don't even know what she put in here.
There was
Oh,
another
those
light up
those are my
florally
medals in there.
bead.
Yeah.
All my medallions are in here too. And then these,
That's fun.
also these light up. We have a lot of light ups. So that's what we have. Some of our signature throws. So you'll be seeing those off of the floats. And what else? I think that's it.
A lot of light ups.
There's
Yeah.
one other important one that I need to ask about that
Okay.
some of my listeners will kill me if I don't ask. Do y'all throw a doubloon?
We
No.
do
No.
not.
Okay.
Well, this interview's
Yeah.
over.
Oh man, what kind of crew is that?
I looked at doing doubloons
Whoops.
for my
Yeah.
float, but the price and the time was
Yeah.
prohibitive.
Yeah.
They were so expensive this year. So I looked at it, I considered it, but it was too much to do them.
Yeah, I
Unless
know
you have
several
a lot of
crews.
people that are willing to chip in and get them. It's just really not worth doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I considered doing them when I was queen
Did
too.
you? Yeah.
At I think Beads by the Dozen. I asked them, but they wanted 5,000 minimum,
Oh yeah.
and they were outrageously priced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my grandpa, he would catch every single doubloon at every single parade. And I have a book of them
Yeah.
still.
That's
So
Oh,
amazing.
I'm still collecting from my
I love
grandmother's
doubloons.
collection. He passed away 20 years ago. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my dad continued his her set, and so everything I get and everything he gets goes in one book, and he'll give me back what he doesn't need.
It's funny you ask about doubloons. I'm from Mississippi, just moved here 2 years ago, and one of the patients at our infusion clinic found out I was queen, and she asked if I was doing a doubloon. And of course, the nurse texted me. She's like, "What is a doubloon?" I'm like, "Okay, let me send you a picture." And no, I'm not doing them. I'm doing a button. I'll send her one too. So yeah, so she's older, so that's like a generational thing. Is the doubloon?
Well, I'd say that they're getting a little bit of a comeback.
Are they?
One of the things I've seen with the balloons is there's a couple of clubs that are doing cutouts. For instance, our crew, we roll with Crew of Excalibur, and we had a cutout castle this year. There's, I know Nick's at one point had a purse. ISIS has an Ankh. There's a couple different crews that do the little cutout shape ones.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that would be the cause and effect of seeing.
Doubloon.
Yeah. Going to the doubloon collector clubs, club meetings, we do see a little bit of new blood in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where it's not just your great grandma and your grandma doing
It's like doubloon 2.0.
Yeah.
It's mostly older guys, but there's a few young bucks, like ourselves. I guess.
The young guys.
Young bucks,
Yeah.
young
Yeah.
girls. Studs.
Yeah, they haven't thrown
fine.
doubloons in a long that I can recall.
I did catch one from Eve.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
one.
you throw some.
Yeah.
Made sure I got that.
Gotta put it in your binder.
I saw that y'all are gonna have a grand marshal this year.
We are.
Yes, we've had a grand marshal every year, I think. I don't remember them that much. But yes, our Shelby Latino, who is the meteorologist on WVUE,
Mhm.
just cute little thing. After having triplets,
Yeah.
shows up to the ball, and I'm like, you just had triplets? Yeah. So she's real sweet, very excited. So we've had news people in the past, and so gotta maybe move away from the TV
She'll have her
personalities.
own cup. So that'll be
Yes.
a
Oh,
collector.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Got her
right. I
picture
forgot
on
about
it.
that.
Mhm.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
So she's very excited about doing it. So we all are. It's very fun and
Oh.
exciting, and
Like I
Everybody's in
envy you because I
different
had
positions
giddiness
this year.
last week, and I'm like, oh, it's over now. But like,
no,
yeah, I envy
Yeah,
y'all.
still
Go.
going. Yeah.
I know it's like
excited.
what we used to do. We're not doing again this year, but we're still going to do something different. So as far as personal, so and the changes downtown that kind of takes away some of the fun, but you don't have to do it. And then Slidell is going to also have a Mardi Gras celebration on Mardi Gras Day. So
Yeah.
I don't know what is in store for that, but I know that they've been advertising that they're going to have a
Party girl.
children's
In Old Town?
parade. They're having children's parade and bands and stuff like that. So
Oh, that'd be awesome.
yeah, something new.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you an alternative to, like you said, to going downtown where it's, 10 people deep a lot of the times on Mardi Gras Day and, on some of the bigger days. And,
Right.
seeing that title float and seeing the bulletin that y'all been posting throughout the week, it's going to be a beautiful parade.
Yes.
Be a
I-
quality parade.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for.
First
Right?
Oh, it's going to be
First class.
first class. I mean, we're the only
It's a bunch of
female.
women. Come on now.
We're the only female crew in Slidell of the four we
Yeah.
have. We have the men and then two co-eds, but only female.
So
Half the
obviously
week off.
that's going to be the best one.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Save us for the best.
Yeah, the best
There
for
you
last.
go.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. We're excited. We're very excited. Just Shelby works her magic and keeps that rain away or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we picked the meteorologist. Maybe that'll
Yeah.
help us.
Yeah. Currently, it's just supposed to be cold, so.
I can do cold.
That's
I'll
all
take
right
that.
for a parade.
I'll take
Yeah.
cold.
Well, I've heard a story about Zulu years ago. Their either their big shot or medicine man. It was his first time ever being in the crew, and on that day it rained on Mardi Gras Day, and they were like, "You're never riding in this parade."
Wow. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to jinx it, but we've always
No, it looks
it's
good.
always had
Yeah.
we've always had good. We may have had rain early in the day. One year it rained at the end. I remember that year, but we've never rained through the whole ride.
Yeah.
I've been lucky. I haven't hit rain. I don't think ever. Maybe like a sprinkle or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a light sprinkle, I think.
Yeah.
In my 10 years of riding, I have not had a rain.
All right, let's stop talking now.
So,
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Stuff in this room.
Don't say the R word.
Yeah, we don't use that word. So we're just ready to go and
So, what's y'all's theme this year?
I always forget it. I always
Selene presents Legends of Fact and Fiction.
All right.
So, fact like, shoot, what's a fact?
Chinese New Year.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's a fiction?
Little Mermaid.
There you go.
so yeah.
why
We
I was gonna say something opposite, probably. It looked dumb.
we have Marie Laveau.
Yeah.
We have obviously Selene. We have I don't know all the floats.
King
That's your
Tut,
department.
Julius Caesar, Witchcraft, Sir Lancelot and Camelot,
Dorothy.
A Knight's Tale,
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, so it's going to be a beautiful parade.
Yes.
And I know that y'all have to be super, 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 super excited.
Even more.
Yeah.
Even more supers.
Yeah.
Even more supers. Yeah. We are very excited, and it's been we've already started, hit the ground running today, and I'm going to interview this morning on TV. We have this tonight. We're just, all over.
Getting the word out there.
So maybe
Yeah.
that'll bring the crowds out. So,
Because we want to see y'all.
yeah.
We don't know what camera to look at. We want to see you.
Yeah.
The one over there. The one with me, this stupid hat
Come
on.
see us.
Yeah. Somebody was asking the other day on, what float are you on or whatever. She goes, I'll be the one on the Queen's float. I'll be the one with the crown.
And the feathers.
waving like
That's
this.
me.
Yeah. Waving silly.
Yeah.
So,
Do you get to throw as queen, or you're a waiver?
I don't throw.
Okay.
I'll have an attendant. My brother's coming in from Kansas to be my attendant, so he'll be doing all my throwing.
Nice.
And then I'll have a little 2 pages on the float with me, and they'll have their own throws.
Okay.
My page is throwing cotton candy because that's my favorite thing. Sorry about the mic. Cotton candy is my favorite thing, so she's
I
throwing.
caught some the other day. I was so excited. It was like this little bag.
Of cotton candy?
Yeah.
Really?
I ate it immediately.
Yes, absolutely. So I
funny.
did that. It's like a little 1 ounce
Oh, okay.
tub. I was like, yeah. So she's got 2 big bags to throw of that. So
she'll probably be out by the time she gets to Winn-Dixie on
Probably.
on strike.
and then I'll just give it all to my brother. Like, you have
Yeah.
to throw all this.
When I rode, I had 6 kids on my float, and they had bags like this, and they're throwing out the whole bag and everything, and I'm like, stop, you're not going to have anything to throw in the
Yeah.
end, and they were still on punch strike. We turned on the gauze, and I think 3 of them were curled up in a ball asleep on the float. They were done.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
My
Dang.
sister-in-law, she was 8 at the time, so she was throwing, and then it was really, really cold. So she was done. She sat there and just wrapped up in a blanket. I was like, I feel so bad, but I think she had a fun time
Yeah.
before she ran out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, you have to pace them. So I was like, don't stop throwing.
It's like the little school parades where they go around. Every kid's done the first block.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you just
Yeah.
give them whatever you
The
have.
beginning of that.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
Go
we've-
on.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yeah, recycled those beads. Recycled them. So that's what you keep them for, I guess. So anyway, I can't say it enough. We are so excited.
So where can people follow the crew?
We are
On
at
Facebook?
crewofselene.net. That's our our website.
Yes.
Right.
And then we have Facebook as well. It's Crew of Selene. It's
And
an open Facebook. Then we have our members page only. So if you become a member, I know y'all can't, but
Gotta just grow my hair out a little
yeah,
bit.
we'll never know. We'll never know. So there's a
identify
couple
as a
places,
Selene
and we're
member.
also on Instagram too.
Okay.
We're growing on Instagram.
oh, thank you,
You're
Dana.
welcome. We're gonna be hashtag famous.
The old crew doesn't understand that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The old people.
I actually found you guys on Facebook. Somebody had posted that they had done an interview with you.
Yeah.
So, and then we're here.
Yeah, we're so happy that y'all are here.
Yeah, this is great. We hope we get to see you again next year for our 25th
Oh,
ride.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we'll be better prepared with all of our 25th anniversary throws.
We'll bring all the purses.
All 39,000 of them. Because I think our goal is. No, somebody sent that to me earlier about how many purses we had, and then the next comment was, our goal for next year is 10,000, and I'm like,
Whoa,
okay, now I got to
yeah.
make 35 instead of 30
For
next year.
overachievers.
Ooh, I gotta
So-
get those
Well,
skills
it's
going.
nice to catch a signature throw though, because I mean, we go
Yeah.
to just about everything, and we get a decent amount because we know a lot of people and different crews and whatnot. But you don't see very many signature throws out in the city or anything, even though you know they're there.
Right.
So with 10,000,
Friends and family.
probably gonna get one at least in the vicinity of you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Well, if you come to Selene and let me know where you're going to be, hold me a sign up.
One other thing that's really intriguing to me about y'all's crew is typically the leader of the crew is called the captain. In y'all's crew, it's a president. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Correct. And
We
she
are-
is a charter member, actually. She was there in the beginning.
Yes. So we have a executive board. That's how we govern, and
Mm-hmm.
we think we're governing, but we're not. Try to put 325 women all in one room.
No comment.
It's good
No
times.
comment. It's all good times. Yeah.
times, I promise.
Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got,
So does that role of president fluctuate year to year, or
No,
Has
it
she stood-
rotates. It's not elected. You're kind of just like,
Volunteer.
voluntold, so to speak.
voluntold?
Tracy's been with the organization, like she said, she's a charter member, and then she's been on the board in different capacities. And then this year, she is our president, and she is phenomenal.
Great.
She doesn't stop. She doesn't stop. She's making purses, or she's making this, or I'm not doing purses tonight. I'm making bead dogs.
Bead dogs.
Oh, and then I got to make the centerpieces for Titans. Then I got to make I'm like, oh my God, she just wears me out just watching her.
But she's also a float lieutenant for Titans.
Yes.
She
Yeah, I read an
So-
article about her that
Yes.
y'all shared somewhere along the line. And yeah, I saw some of the activity stuff that she's involved with in the community.
Yes.
Obviously she's super active with Selene and, like you said, Titans. Plus, isn't she the the superintendent of like Pelican Park or?
Not anymore.
Oh,
We're not-
She's a previous superintendent.
okay.
Yeah.
She's previous.
But
We'll leave it
I
at
mean,
that.
even still,
I don't know how
I
she
mean,
ever had that job. I mean, she doesn't stop.
even
Yeah.
still, that, I mean, that's
she's just, we can't say enough good things about her because she just, nothing gets by her, and she's on top of everything. So she's a good leader. She's a very good leader. So the rest of us, I don't know. We're good.
You're great support.
Y'all
You're
keep
great.
her in mind.
I'm support.
She's the queen handler. That's what I like to
Yeah,
call her.
I'm the handler. I'm the handler. I'm
She's
vice
the
president.
Royalty coordinator. Is that the official title?
I don't-
Royalty coordinator.
Royalty
Royalty.
Wrangler.
Wrangler.
There's a good
Wrangler.
one. That's what the shirt I need. Royalty Wrangler, because that's kind of what it is.
I mean,
So I am vice president, but I also handle all the royalty, which is the king, the queen, the dukes and them. And then I assist with the community outreach. So every meeting we have a group that we sponsor and we donate to them, whether we've done Project Christmas, St. Tammany Project Christmas is a big one for us. And Slidell Ladies for Liberty. We've done the Animal League. We've done all different types that when we started that. We started that about 5 years ago, maybe. I think we started that when I was trying to get donations for the organizations I was involved in. And I was like, I think we should do this for Selene.
yeah.
So that's when it started, and we started, did food drives and things like that, or bring canned goods and you get a ticket for whatever, you know, like all the other ones. So
Yeah.
and we try to do something new every year. And then next year we will not do a community outreach. We will do our 25th anniversary celebration. So we'll have all our kings and queens back for that. So,
Nice.
and like I said, already working towards that. Already got the ball set up. You have to work a year in advance.
Yeah.
You can't start in July and go, I think we'll have the ball in, you know.
Yeah, a lot of the crews that we've spoken with, you know, they say that pretty much, you know, the second that their parade is over, they take maybe a week off, and then they're right back at it.
Yeah.
You know, and some of them don't even take that week off, to where it's just like, you know, they're getting off of the float, and they're like, all right, next year let's do this for our. Yeah.
Well, that's what I told Tracy the other day, because they were doing Titans, and a lot of our a few of our members write in that as well. And I said, okay, tomorrow we're back to Selene. I didn't bother you with any Selene stuff on Saturday, but tomorrow we're back to Selene. So yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible night.
Yes.
Like you said, you know, everything looks like it's supposed to be spectacular weather throughout the weekend. And, you know, seeing the floats that y'all have, you know, I think that's going to be a tremendous parade. Anyone who's looking to go to a parade, looking for an alternative to Uptown, I definitely recommend going out to Slidell and seeing Crew Selene this weekend. So,
Get there early.
yeah.
Yeah,
Roads
get
close
there
at 5:30.
Yeah, the crowds will get thick. You know,
Yes.
I can speak from experience. I know for a fact that those crowds will get very thick very quickly.
Yes.
So, yeah,
See us.
yeah. Hail Selene.
Hail Selene. Oh,
You know, I hope that
Hail
y'all have a
Selene.
spectacular ride.
yes.
It's my first year too.
First
Oh,
year.
so it's going to be even crazier for
She
you.
doesn't even know. She doesn't even know that big thing that you get on. That's called a
That's a
float.
float, right?
Okay.
Right.
So
Okay.
you know, it's like what?
Yeah, those things that you're throwing are beads.
Yeah, our
you know?
throne.
Gotcha,
Got that.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yes.
Our
That's how
king,
you wave.
interesting
Right,
enough,
right.
our
There's a
king,
scepter in there somewhere.
our king is also a first-time guy
Rider.
who,
That's so
writer,
surprising.
but 2 years ago was the first time ever seeing a parade.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
now
wow.
he's our king. He was kind of a fill-in at the last minute,
He's also a redhead.
and
Redhead
he was
royalty.
like,
Big fan of it.
so he's coming in from North Carolina,
South Carolina.
one of those Carolinas, and he's here already. Have you seen him yet?
I'll see him at the Float View
Okay.
Wednesday.
So, nice guy. He said, yeah, I think I'll do that. He says,
I think I'll do that.
he goes, it wasn't on my bucket list to be a Duke, but okay. Because it was like 2 weeks before. So we got him in there, and he showed up at the rehearsal, and I rehearsed. Yeah, he's like, I got this. And at our rehearsals, we always go through the tableau, and we always ask for, okay, you be king right now. He goes, okay. And he got up there and he goes, so this is how I do it for tomorrow? Well, sure enough, he was selected as king. And they just draw a white card. The card either says king or duke
Peasant.
or loser. King or loser. And so he was like, oh my God. And then this year, when we did our tableau a little bit different this year, and when they selected her face, it was like Miss America. She was like, like this, because they were all up front.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
That was the look we were going for anyway.
And the chance of me getting it, because there were 8 women, most of them have been in longer than me, because I'm, like I said, first year, so I only had one chance in there.
All
So
of
there
them.
were, all of them have been in longer than
Well,
me.
that's not saying
And they
much.
put their name in multiple times. Some
Yeah.
did put their name multiple times. And I told Hunt when we were in the back, I was like, all right, look, if you get king, go to the bottom. Go to the bottom. I'm number 2. Go to the bottom and pick from there. And so that's what he did. And that's what we got.
And sure enough.
It was a fiction.
Followed the assignment.
Do you know what's funnier is the look on her husband's face, because her husband is a duke. And we got a picture of that, and he's like,
Oh no.
yeah.
That was his exact
So it was
one.
class. It was his exact. It was funny.
Yeah,
It was fun.
yeah.
So
But it's been fun. I mean, these ladies, being a first time rider, have been nothing but welcoming and warm, and then getting Queen and not knowing anything. You know, I can just call anybody and ask questions, or, you know, what am I supposed to do here? Or what's the protocol here? And they've just been sisters. That's what I love about this crew is there's not one person that you can turn to in our crew and they won't like just welcome you. So it's just been so much fun getting to know everybody. And of course, in this position, I get to know everybody. And I told them, I was like, please forgive me if I ask you your name 3 times because I've met a lot of people since December 4th.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I can only imagine that it has to feel like the scene in Goodfellas when the main guy and his wife get married, and she's getting introduced to everybody at the at the reception. Yeah,
Yeah.
Polly, little Polly.
yeah. I can only imagine.
Polly,
that.
you know.
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, that's kind of how it is too. And you're thrown in the spot. And then you're like, oh my God, what did I do? That's what I did the next day.
Know.
I was like, oh my God, what did I do and how am I going to get out of this? So
You enjoyed every minute.
I did. I
Yeah.
just rolled with it. You know, it is what it is. And then you can't take yourself too seriously either.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you're Queen of England.
Like,
Sorry.
Queen of Mardi Gras, I mean,
But you're not Queen of England. Sorry.
See, I personally think,
Disappointed.
well, that's just a figurehead. Queen of Mardi Gras is actually something. They do
Yeah.
things. So
They do. Yeah, you have
it's
a
more
role.
important if you think about it.
News and all that stuff.
brunches.
Going to the retirement home on
Yeah.
Wednesday.
We're going to be at St. Anthony's on Wednesday. That's going to be fun. I can't wait. I have some new boyfriends when we leave there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
That's
So
gonna be
yeah,
fun.
we're gonna do
Yeah.
that, and then we have a parade Monday at Walmart in North Shore Walmart. They always do a little parade for the special needs kids.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I've never done it. She's done it a couple years, so
They're cute. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like 20
looking forward to
minutes.
that.
You know, wear
Yeah.
the costumes and throw the stuff, and they love it. So that's gonna take place Monday morning after Lundi Gras, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Seeing
thought
this-
it was this week. I was like, oh my God, I got another
No,
thing
no.
to
Oh,
do.
no.
Hmm.
Next week.
You might
So,
have to make 52 this year.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you
Seeing,
should come. Yeah.
yeah. Seeing the smiles on the kids' faces
wait.
when you do little special things for them and get them involved into Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
also, each year we take an organization and we give them passes to sit in the review stand. So this year we're going to have the Miracle League, which is
all right. Yeah.
the youth athletic league, and they're very excited that they get to do that. So they all got passes to go to the reviewing stand and sit with them, and so we've done that a few years too. So it's fun. Part of our
Nice.
community outreach.
To remember them on the toast.
Oh yes, they'll love it. Write that down.
So we stop at the review stand and I do a toast. The Queen does a toast to the city, the mayor, everyone in the stands. So we'll have to remember our friends. So
I can't walk you through everything. I can't do
some
everything.
things. Have my little
Just go
piece of
ahead and write
paper.
it on your hand.
Yeah, like down the arm. Take my glove off.
Yeah, the glove is like the inside of the glove
Yeah,
looks like
you know what?
tattooed.
Scroll
You know?
that comes
And I'm
down.
gonna-
Yeah.
You heard this on my video, and I will say it too. You write it down, you think you got it, and you
Yeah.
stand up there and it just goes shoo right out the window.
Yep.
So just
Off the
practice.
cuff.
Off the cuff.
That's right. I got it.
Okay. You'll be
And
great.
go.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do it.
Ah, she wouldn't.
And then we have no idea what Hunt's gonna say because he doesn't even live in the area. So this is gonna be great. He's gonna have a great time.
It's gonna be.
He's gonna have a good time.
He might
too.
be like a deer in headlights when he hits
yeah.
the.
Well, we got him his attendant. The king and the queen each get an attendant to ride with them, and so he was going to have one of his buddies come from South Carolina. Well, he couldn't come, so he's like, can you find us somebody? Well, we have this past king who cannot wait to be on the float. He wants to be a perennial duke. Like, Dan, no, you can't do that once you're a king. You can't ever be a duke. He's like, but I want to get on the run. So his daughter is a maid, so he was thinking, oh, well, I'll get on that float and I'll ride with her. So when it came up, he says, if you really need me to, I'll do it. And so I'll do it. So he's his attendant. And what'd you say? He sent Hunt a list of what he needed to do, what not to do,
We had an
Wow.
assignment list.
Yeah.
Once he
I didn't
made
know
king,
this.
at the ball, he leaned over. He's like, "Look, you need to start doing these things. Stuff for the queen." But
Wait, that's not an
he
attendant.
didn't
That's
do
like
those
a.
things.
Never mind.
Yeah, it was too funny. So
yeah,
he was, he will be a deer in the headlights, but he's going to have fun because those guys that are
I mean, I might be
riding with him, they're going to be fun. But Dan knows the ropes, so he'll be fine. He'll lead them.
We're gonna have a good time.
Yes.
It sounds like Dan would even be willing to drive one of the tractors if he needed to.
If he needed to,
You know, like,
Probably.
pushing a band leader out the way and taking the staff and just marching
Well, he
with
did
them.
do that at one of our balls.
There you
For
go.
our 20th anniversary, he was the outgoing king, and for our 20th, we did a big second line to introduce. And he came out with the drum major, whatever.
One in
He,
every crew.
The wand, yeah.
he just, he just loves it. And he said the other night, "Can I just be a duke?"
He really
No.
just
I
wants
think
to
he should be able to ride every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
He loves it.
Yeah.
And so when he had asked, when he put his daughter in for maid, normally our maids don't require a chaperone. We like them for the younger kids, but the maids, they're 16 to 20. They should be responsible a little bit. So he was going to ride with his daughter. And I'm like, well, Dan, we usually don't have chaperones for the maids. And he goes, I'm riding on that float. I said, okay. Okay, Dan. So then he got promoted to
He
attendant.
did.
Yeah. So
Well, it's always good to have somebody like that that's so dedicated to the cause that like I said, it sounds like he's willing to drive one of the tractors and change
Yes.
the oil for it to
Yeah.
to make sure that he gets a chance to stand on one of those floats with y'all.
He loves Selene.
So.
And Selene loves him.
yes, we do love him.
So again, I want to thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you.
I hope that y'all have an amazing ride on Friday. Hail Selene.
Thank you.
Again, if you have never been to a parade, I would strongly recommend go and check out the Crew of Selene this Friday, 6:30. Y'all
6:30.
hit the streets in Slidell, starting at by Salmon High School,
Yes.
and going out to Pontchartrain to Front Street to Gauze.
Yep.
The Slidell route. So it's going to be a great time.
Get your spots early.
Yeah, get your spot out there early. And signing out, we will see you on the route. Happy Mardi Gras. Hail Selene.
Thank you.